Wassail. What a beautiful, wonderful dimension I've woken up in today. And I want to just talk a little bit about sleep. Because today when I went onto Facebook first thing, I noticed that there's a lot of posts about people not sleeping. And not sleeping is telling you that you're living in the wrong frequency. I'm really in this energy of love. I'm holding this energy of love, this energy of truth. And I'm sleeping so beautifully, fuller than I've done for years. And occasionally I dream, and when I dream, often it was showing me in the past things that I needed to work on within myself to shed. And now when I dream, I'm just seeing journeys through passages, through trains, through roads, into other dimensions. And right at the moment, there are so many with this wonderful calming energy and these new gateways that are opening. There are so many dimensional portals that you can slip into as you sleep and wake up in fresher, better, cleaner, nicer, loving dimensions. So I just want to kind of encourage everyone to try and see themselves as sleeping well. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't be annoyed with yourselves. You know, humans did 2 sleeps throughout history until the electric light bulb. And the electric light bulb very quickly made us forget that we did 2 sleeps. You know, humans used to go to sleep when it got dark, wake, spend a couple of hours awake, and then go back to sleep. And they've rediscovered this through literature because it's mentioned quite often in literature, but we very quickly forgot this. And actually, it turns out it's the best and most fertile period, this between the 2 sleeps, for creating new life. So try and think of yourself as sleeping well and set the intention. Tell your team, I'd like to wake tomorrow after a good night's sleep in a much more beautiful, higher, comfortable, loving frequency. This morning, I did my usual meditation down by the sea, and I always throw a few cards for myself just to know what energies to expect today and what's going on today. I thought I would share with you the 3 cards that I got because they just seem so beautiful. Started with the 7 of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are the real world, and this is the card of harvest. This is the card of planting seeds and everything being cosmically lined up. Everything's very neat and tidy energetically on this card. There's the energy coming in from one direction and the other, and with each one, we're raising the frequency. And what are we raising it to? Ending of endings. This is the thought trauma all being over, all the pains that you've ever felt being removed. A completion, 10, and a new beginning, the 10 of Swords. And then the final card, it's here again. You know, the cup of love. Love, the energy of goodness, compassion is being replenished for everyone that wants to open their heart and receive that energy. And then as I was putting the cards away, you see I put all my cards in the right direction, so they're all facing up the right way. And yet there was one card on the bottom up the wrong way, and it's the 9 of Swords. This is the card of waking in the middle of the night. This is night terrors. And it's saying to me and to you that the night terrors are ending if we allow them to. So that was just a few cards there. I'm going to go to the shamanic deck this morning. I was going to post some information about paradoxes today, but actually, even discussing the ironies that are going on seems to be allowing me to feel that frequency when I don't need to. But I'm exposed to television whenever I'm around my dad. Because he has a lot of news and television on all day long because he's housebound. after having a fall and breaking his hip, and he also has COPD on his chest. So, but he's in excellent health because there's something within my dad's energy that just is invincible. You know, for all of the things that have come to him, he just seems to have a very safe frequency. So, Spirit and cards, what would you like to share with us all today to help us to get into these beautiful frequencies? One card. I also spoke with a friend who has been fluctuating between love and comfort, and her, in the dimension I've entered today, seemingly she's in a beautiful place. She's feeling very special, and she's feeling, as she said, and I hadn't said this to her, but her saying it to me felt so special. She said she feels like things are lifting, and they are. Things are lifting. So, what do we have as the 3 cards coming out right now? We start with 49, which is a 13. Soul Retrieval. This is everybody in a cocoon, in their space that they are being asked to hold. I don't want to say isolation, but it's about us being reborn and about us getting our souls back. And that is the purpose of this moment, is to retrieve all the souls all around the world. And then we have 37, a completion and a new beginning. This is the full moon coming to us. On the 7th and the 8th, it's a full moon in Libra. I did do a reading on it that you can look up. This is the full moon of balance, endings. It's the largest supermoon that we're going to get this year. The moon is closest to the planet, and it's about bringing calm. It really is calm. I say this every time I do a reading, but I'm staggered every time I come down to the seafront that the sea gets calmer and calmer every day. My bowl is ringing as I speak to my voice, and it's saying, ding me. When I rang the bell this morning, the clarity, there was no distortion in the frequencies in this space at all on the bowl, and it's just done exactly the same thing there. This is a lovely dimension. I'm happy I woke up in this one today. So the moon, and then we have 24, which is a 6 balance. We have the heart of the sky. This is the galactic center. This is Gaia energy. This is all the beautiful, wonderful energies that are flowing down. And in this, you see there's a moon, and there's a little tiny veil hanging over the moon. This is the disclosures that are going to be coming. Truths are going to come out. Paradoxes will be revealed. And we will all start to understand the illusions that we've been living under a lot better. And so I'm really, they're lovely, those cards. So now I'm going to go to my Double Anna Stark deck and see what they have to say for us today. Ooh. So, one just fell off. We'll see whether that's relevant once we've got some others. Well, actually, we're going to look now. It's the Tree of Life. It's the Yggdrasil. It's card 56, which is an 11. So, what are the energies, please? Ooh. There are so many cards in this deck because it's 2 oracle decks that I've combined together. And yet at the moment, I'm only seeing certain cards regularly and other cards are not turning up at all. So we have reflection. Oh, Yggdrasil, sorry. Yggdrasil first. This is the energy of cosmic source from the heart of the sky. Yggdrasil is the ether energy within every single molecule and cell, and it's all around us. So when people talk about connecting with the earth, you can connect with the earth if you're 50 stories up in some great tall American tower, because there are molecules of the earth in the air, there's molecules in the building. So you are always capable of connecting to the earth. It's not just about coming down, taking your shoes and socks off and standing on grass. That's just a helpful way of connecting if you can't expand your consciousness enough to know that you are in that Yggdrasil frequency always, if you just want to recognize it. We have card number 62, 8, a number of abundance. We're reaching the point now where this self-reflection, this sort of cocoon hermit type energy that we're in, is reaching its natural tipping point now. It's reaching the point of abundance, and the cosmos is coming down. And again, we've got this message of the moon. The sun is coming up and the moon is providing portals and gateways to new experiences that are going to be joyful, but you've really got to stay out of the fear frequency, really, truthfully. And then the card of transformation, 39. So that's a 12, which is a 3, which is a pathway from down here upwards. And again, we have a sense of sun and moon eclipse energy. We are heading towards a massive divine frequency change when we get to the 21st of June. But even up to that point, the frequencies are just becoming more and more comforting and beautiful with every minute that passes, if you can just open your eyes and look at them and see them. And then we have 16, expansion, educate your mind and senses. This is us as a collective tearing into the soul of the planet to connect with it and expand our consciousness. And then we have 57, which is another 13. So we started with a 13 and now we've got another 13, divine feminine. There are 13 full moons this year. 57, affirmations, balance, putting out the message of comfort, love, compassion, forgiveness, and a willingness to embrace all the new changes that are coming along. My website's back up. It's still missing a month or so's work, but 2 months of it have returned in this dimension, so maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and find the rest of it restored. So at the moment I'm not posting on my website, I'm just doing YouTube, but the website will be back fully up to date shortly, I know that. So Rasuli, what do you have to share with us today in this beautiful, oh, the sun, I cannot wait to get out in that sun again and just absorb the magic. So we have 3 cards. So we begin with this card, which just the Rasuli keeps giving us. This is the heart of the sky, again, being referenced. This is seeking your life's purpose, being filled with this wonderful energy of Gaia, Uranus, and deciding what you want for your life. What do you want for your life? What do you want for everybody's life? Because that's the real important key to keep focusing on, is the energy of beauty and transformation, for everybody, the whole world, everything in the world, for the natural world as well. You've got to think of the transformation that the natural world needs, because I am just going to talk briefly about this because they've just shoved it in my head. I stopped following a certain tarot psychic online who I used to enjoy, but he has a tendency to just keep promising all kinds of wonderful things, and then the next month kind of starts promising other wonderful things, and nothing seems to turn up. But he also started to suddenly get very brave and talk about kind of energies I was very uncomfortable with, so I stopped watching him. Today, though, somehow he got put into my feed on YouTube, and I noticed, I just peeped in to see what he was saying and stopped it very quickly. He was talking about how birds are vanishing, and I just thought, you need to wake up, sir, because I am seeing more in the natural world at the moment than I've ever seen. Birds that I've never seen before. And I just had a brief moment with a couple of global citizens down on the seafront, both from other parts of the world and their son living in another part of the world. And I was going to explain the countries that they were from, but we have to be global citizens now. There is no sense of borders. This has to change. But they were wonderful people. They asked if they could let their dog off so that it could say hello to me. And we talked and we had a lovely time. And they said they've never seen so many birds or heard so much bird song. So if you let the natural world in, the natural world will support you. I've been, obviously, I love to smell blossom. Cherry blossom has a beautiful smell. I'd love my bed to smell of cherry blossom. And if you inhale the cherry blossom, praise the cherry blossom, just wonder at the beauty of that scent, you can step away and that scent will unfold without you having the blossom close to your nose, because you recognize it. You've given recognition to the natural world, and the natural world will embrace you with abundance. So we have life's purpose followed by the dawn of love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. These are these dimensional tunnels that we can pass through. The more you can hold the frequency of love, the more when you sleep, you will pass through dimensional timelines and come out in much more loving, comfortable, embracing, warm dimensions where things just keep getting better. And then we have concealed power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. This is the portals that we're all being asked to pass through. Sorry, I need to hold that for you a little longer. These are the portals. These are the gateways. There are an infinite amount of these portals that you can step into if you just allow your frequency to go there. But if you stay trapped in the fears, you will get caught in that lower dimensional frequency. You know, at the moment, the Schumann resonance of the globe is rising. It's very, very high, and it's calling for us to raise our frequency through this love and compassion and forgiveness to reach that frequency. And then every night you will be pulled, or that frequency will draw itself towards you and envelop you, so that when you wake up, you're in a better place. So, Ascended Masters, Lady Venus. Now, Lady Venus, truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And she has a wonderful higher heart chakra energy. And that's because we need to have our lower and higher hearts combined and use this wonderful energy to stay true and to see through all the veils. There are downloads and understanding, but I'm going to say downloads and uploads. It's a connection of uploading energy from the earth and downloading energy from the cosmos to create a space in the center of your heart to make your dreams real. And it needs to be your dreams for yourself and everybody and everything. I'm just going to keep saying everybody and everything. I'm also going to keep saying humankind. Humankind is such a beautiful word. I think at the moment it's my favourite word. So I'm going to take this double deck, because I still haven't separated them, and just see what other message we get towards the end here. We've got 3 so far. Ooh, got a bit sticky there. 3, it says 3, stop at 3. There's no particular order in these, except I want to say 13 and 14 are both here. So there is that consecutive pathway, but it begins with the messenger of water. This is the energy of the Akashic records, which is water. Oh, that's what I did want to say. I keep doing my water, focusing on it. Ask your water to help elevate you to better dimensions. Program your original frequency, your wish for original frequency into the water, your trust, not your wish, your trust, into the water, and for you to wake up each day after a beautiful night's sleep, being regenerated and in a better frequency. That's really important. And it tastes beautiful. So we have the messenger of water. This is, as I said, the Akashic records. The Akashic records are stilling. They're becoming calmer and calmer each day as I'm moving through dimensions. You also need to be doing this. You need to be creating a sense that you're open to the changes that are coming in. And she's whispering to the seahorse. And the seahorse is an energy of infinite possibilities coming in. And then we have transformation, 13. We started with a 13. We had affirmations, soul retrieval 13, affirmations 13. And now we have 13 here. 13 in the tarot deck, and this is a good tarot, is the death card, transformation. It's the sign, energy of Scorpio, to release and change. And this child in this thing, and child is very important. We need to connect with our inner child in a new way. It's about playfulness, it's about humor, it's about joy. Yesterday they wanted me to do a reading based on connecting with childish energies, and I slightly failed because they wanted it to be humorous. So I played Spiritual Snap and I did it 3 times, but it just didn't feel funny, so I didn't post it. And then we have card 14, Chameleon Spirit. Act as if you are the energy to transform anything into anything you wish it to be. Anything you wish it to be. Okay, they said now I can shuffle these again. So, what do we have, please, as a final message today? Oh, that one just slipped out from underneath the bottom of the deck with my fingers. There we go, we're getting some more now. I've got one that's spun. Do they want me to find it? Yes, they do. So this is a series, all 4 of these are tarot. Beautiful. They're all sword energy apart from the last one. The 8 of air is the 8 of swords, and this is the thought traps that we put ourselves in. It's time to transform the thought traps, to just let go of them, drop all the things. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm running out of money, or my business is going to go under, or everything's getting terrible, they're the thought traps that they want to keep you held in. Just let go of them. Whatever comes, you will deal with it when it comes. But wasting energy worrying is holding your frequency down and not letting you love. Embrace the changes of energy. So drop your worries. They're imprisoning you, your worries. Then we have the 5 of air. Just get up and know that it's time for that transformation. So all those feathers that were dropped in the first card have been transformed into living, breathing, spiritual, loving birds. And then we have the page of air, which is to come into your own frequency, thought-wise. It's like the messenger of water. The page of air is a promise that is being made to you that you can soar. And how do we do this? Oh, look, I've never seen that little pixie in that card before. We have the 8 of earth. So this is the Yggdrasil energy. The 8 of Pentacles always represents the tree of life. It's also the key code to unlock dimensions. So if you can let go of the thought patterns that lock you in and hold you down in the fear, you get the key to unlock all those chameleon possibilities. So I'm going to end with, I was going to end with these because I wanted to throw them down today, but it's saying another ascended master. So we'll go with what we're talking, a trinity of ascended masters. What do they want to say? Can't even pick them up today. Lady Nada, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. That's just a really lovely message. And then we have Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More in a study is now required to further progress. That's to do with the 8 of air. And notice he's very much covered in white feathers. Him and his legion of angels are the people that guard the aquamarine ray, the paradise ray, which is the most healing energy of all that's back in the earth grid, as I keep saying. And Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. That's just lovely. What a wonderful trio of energies to have. Awaken your heart, a little bit more study and internal work, and all of your visions will manifest. Beautiful. I'm telling you, this is a lovely dimensional frequency. So happy I woke up in this one today. Feels beautiful, and I want you all to feel this frequency too, because I feel really blessed by the energies that I'm in at the moment, and I really want to share that with you. I really want you all to be able to find your way to the same frequency that I'm enjoying. Anyway, that's my message for today. Love and light to everybody out there, and keep the frequency of love. Hold that field. And don't forget, tomorrow at various points, I'm taking part in an online all-day thing. And there's a mass meditation tomorrow as well, where we want everybody to hold that vision. And that takes place, and I forget the time, and people keep writing it to me. But honestly, time, I've lost all concept of time. I have to remind myself what day it is constantly. So anyway, there's a lot going on tomorrow. It's the Gates of Shalar. And I'm going to post my Gates of Shalar reading, because I think it's quite an important one to have a look at, because that opens tomorrow on the 4th of the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Wassail, everybody.